Live from Flight 1580 Floor, departing from Minneapolis to Chicago Midway. Welcome to the Week 8 podcast. I'm your host, Robbie Wright. We got a fantastic show for you guys here. I'm with a special guest. A lot of you guys in the league are familiar with her. Haven't seen her in a while, been wondering what she's been up to. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our guest here, Kristen, aka Mike's ex-girlfriend. Kristen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. It's great to, well, I can't see you guys, but nice to be here with Robbie. Very excited to be here.
So let me just rewind back here, how this ended up happening. So coincidentally, I was out in Minneapolis for work. She was out here doing ministry stuff, correct?
Yep. Yes.
And long story short, we both were on the book. And I posted a picture with Bonesaw at the Mall of America. And we both were at the Mall of America the exact same day. One thing led to another. We started talking, how long are you out here? It turned out we were on the exact same flight with the exact same layover at Chicago Midway. So it seemed like the perfect opportunity to incorporate our first co-host. Actually, she's going to help out with the show. I'm going to ask her a few questions to start out, just to catch up, see what she's up to. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, where she's been. Some of you guys got deleted on Facebook. I was one of them. I would like a water. Sorry about that. We were getting our beverages here. So, without further ado, let's ask Kristen a few questions here. See what she's up to. See what she's up to in life, and see if her life is improved without Mike. I'm going to say yes. So, Kristen, tell me exactly what you're doing in life now.
Well, once I graduated college, I started working for Apple, which is awesome. So I worked at Apple for 8 months, and then I quit my job at Apple to join a ministry. So we're called the Silver Ring Thing, and we travel all around the country for 9 months and put on shows for middle school and high school students with the platform of abstinence, and then we present the gospel at the end. So we travel on a bus. There's a team of 12 of us. We're all between the ages of 19 and 25, so it is a lot of fun.
Wow, that's the exact opposite of selling penis pumps like myself. It sounds like your life is really, I'm going to be blunt, it seems like it's improved since you and Mike broke up. Would you say it's improved?
I think life goes on after relationships, but Mike added a lot of value to my life, and I'm glad that he's doing well. And I got to catch up with him recently at homecoming, so I'm glad that he's doing well and that I can still catch up with old friends.
That's very true. He's doing all right. He's not doing great. Would you? This is too funny, actually. The fact that we ended up right next to each other. Just to let everyone know, yes, I did help her with her luggage, put it up top. I'm glad. I usually don't have a buddy on a flight. Glad I got a buddy here. So, Kristen here. We'll ask her a few more questions. You guys really don't care about the fantasy scores that much. So Kristen, are there any guys in your life?
No, actually, not at all. I am just focused on this season of ministry, and I'm traveling. I'm on the road for 9 months, so trying to work things out in a relationship would just be terrible. So I'm just focused on tour, and we'll see what happens later in life.
Well, yeah, it's great to see Mike's not holding you back anymore. I'm glad you're not with him. To be honest, sounds like you're doing phenomenal. You were always a lot better than him. We can all agree on that. So,
I think Mike is a great person. Just saying.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. I actually give him credit. He actually thought this was a great idea. So, I can't be too hard on him. Yeah, so we both ended up on the exact same flight. Seemed like the perfect opportunity to do a podcast this week. It just hit me all of a sudden. Oh my God, I've not done a podcast this week, and I've not had a co-host either. And this seems like the perfect time to have a co-host for the first time. Only took for what 8 weeks or whatever, but we got one. It's someone's ex-girlfriend. She'll help me out here reading the scores. And let's without further ado, we'll give you guys the recap here of the week 8. Let me just. All right, so we'll start off with mine. I unfortunately lost to George McCoy by a score of 154.6 to 132.8. It was a battle of two heavy dogs in this league. It was close up until Sunday Night Football. Fortunately, George got the upper hand on yours truest right here. Look at the matchup here. He was actually the top point getter too, so he's $25 richer again for the third time. So congrats to George. He's currently accumulated $75 in this league. He's the top money maker. Looking at his matchup, look at the matchup here. He had everyone in double digits but one guy. Phillip Rivers got him 24. Gronk got him 23.3. Looking at my matchup, what killed me, unfortunately, was Falcons D and Moncrief. But congrats to George on the W here. And move on to the next matchup. Apologize, we're getting an announcement here. And we'd like to thank our sponsor here once again, Southwest. Fly cheap. Look at the next matchup here. This was the battle of the quarterbacks here with Team Vito and the Hollywood Squares. It pretty much the first defense to make a stop in this game. Eli Manning put up 38 and Drew Brees put up 44.3. Yet, unfortunately, the Vito boys, Manning contributed for almost 2/5 of their points, and Reggie Bush getting 0. A bunch of guys in single digits. They couldn't get the job done. Hollywood Squares improved to, I don't know what Trevor's record is, but I know he's still at the bottom of the pack. So congrats to Trevor on the win. Congrats to Drew Brees on going off. Move on to the next matchup here versus with Shitty Farm Team 2. That is Ben Matta versus Casey Gibbons, an EF rivalry game. Look at the matchup here. Congrats to Matter here. Shitty Farm Team 2's been like winning ever since that name change. It's kind of ironic here. Looking at it here, Tom Brady on 30.3, Malcolm Floyd 25.6, Jets D got him -6, and he still got the job done. So congrats to Matter on the W here. Casey got a nice performance out of Todd Gurley, but other than that, and Stephon Diggs, but other than that, no one else came to play here. Move on to the next matchup here. I'd like to also thank my co-host here, Kristen. She's Vanna White style here, just reading the scores. Yeah. And we're also brought to you today by another sponsor here. We got Southwest Pretzels here. Stay hungry. And Southwest Peanuts here. These are the best. We'd like to thank them for keeping us full, not keeping us hungry here. And we'll move on to the next matchup here. We had a Slippery Rock matchup here. Jordan Bailey cannot catch a break once again. He is now 1-7. I believe he is officially out of the playoff picture, which brings me to another point. I've gotten a few texts about this week. If you are officially not eligible for the playoffs, you cannot make any more trades. This is the Ben Matter rule from 2012, where he started trading the dude who didn't update his. Who was that dude? Doug Pearl started trading some very unfair trades to a guy who wasn't even checking his fantasy football team. So we're not allowed to do that. Won't allow it. Administrator power here. Looking to match up here. Mike, actually, we'll actually have Kristen here read Mike's performance here and analyze it here. Kristen, take it away.
I really don't know what I'm doing, so
Just read the names.
it looks like Mike won with 127.9 over Jay Bailey with 96.5. I'm just gonna say Andy Dalton, 9.6. Can we just read these?
You don't got to read them all. Just read some of the top point getters.
All right. Top point getters here are. How the heck do you say this?
Latavius Murray.
Latavius Murray, yes, favorite player. 12.9. It's excellent. Top player here. Let's go down here. Julian
Edelman.
Him. With 27.1. That's impressive.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, yes. Odell Beckham Jr. with 39 points. Excellent.
You're good.
Yes.
So congratulate Mike.
Oh, Mike, congratulations. Excellent choosing. Congrats.
All right, well, that concludes our matchup here. We'll move on to the next matchup here. Thank you, Kristen, for analyzing your ex-boyfriend's matchup. We really appreciate it here on Monkey Bar League.
My pleasure.
Move on to the next matchup here. It was the Daredevils, Max Brendel versus I Hate Fantasy Football. Poor amount for Carmen here. Le'Veon Bell went down for him. I believe his season's probably done now. Wow, 63.4. His kicker was his best player by a landslide. That's when you know things are going south here. And we got the beverages coming in here. Thank you. We just once again shout out to our sponsor here, Southwest. I'd be happy to drink for you. I got a water. She got a Sprite. It's a little too early to drink. Looking at Karma's matchup here, Justin Tucker got him 20 points, whereas everyone else didn't do anything. Whereas Max had a nice performance from Matt Ryan, 20.1, who I traded him. Brandon Marshall, 19.8. We'll pour some out also for Steve Smith, who went down with a season-ending injury. Achilles injuries can't be fun, so sorry to both these guys lost players. So we'll see how they do towards the home stretch here. We'll move on to the next matchup here. Team Rutschka versus the Bye-Week Blues. I had to figure out who Bye-Week Blues was. That's Jared. I guess he has every single person pretty much on a bye week next week, so it's a good week to play Jared next week. So looking at his matchup here, Julio Jones, 32.2, Mr. Consistent. Larry Fitzgerald, he's having a great year. Greg Olson's been steady. Looking at Rutschka's matchup here, you got AJ Green, 28.8, DeAndre Hopkins, 23.4. DeAndre Hopkins been going off all year. Congrats to Bye-Week Blues. Jared Cunningham is this is a big dog matchup here. Two guys who are at the top of the standings. I like the picture. Look at his avatar. He got a picture of Blue from Blue's Clues. So shout out to Blue. And that'll be all the matchups here. Didn't have an interview this week. This seemed like a much better idea. We've had George on the show twice. Sorry, George. It's not every time you get someone's ex-girlfriend on the same flight with you. Like in a different state. We'll wrap it up here. Kristen, any final thoughts?
Yeah, actually, I just would like to say hello, because I didn't actually say hello at the beginning. Hello to Mike, to Jordan, Carmen, Casey, Ben, whoever else I know that's in this list. I hope you're all doing well. We chatted about your lives, so it sounds like you're all doing well. And I wish you all happy, blissful lives.
Oh, I wouldn't say they're all doing well. Some of them are doing average, some are a little below average. They're trucking along though. They're not all selling penis pumps like me and traveling all over, traveling the U.S. here on a beautiful Southwest airline. This concludes the Week 8 podcast here. I'd like to thank our co-host here, Kristen, on tuning into the podcast here, and good luck to the rest of you guys in Week 9.